aren't you home yet? What are you doing staying out so late?
I told you, didn't I? I have to stay late at work tonight. I've only just finished.
No, I don't remember you telling me. Why didn't you put it in a message or something? Who's going to make dinner if you're not here?
Can't you or Elizabeth figure something out?
Are you the kind of ugly sister who makes her cuter younger sister into her servant?
Oh, come on, Mom. She's hardly my servant. She never does any chores. Why don't you do it?
Oh, that sounds like too much hard work. I guess we'll eat out tonight then. I'll take Elizabeth out to get something nice.
Okay, whatever. I'll get something on my way home, too.
You can't do that!
Why not?
It's expensive for you to eat out on your wages. There's some bread here. You should make yourself a tuna sandwich or something when you get home.
Why can't you guys eat tuna sandwiches? Why is it just me that isn't allowed to eat out at a restaurant?
You should be thankful I'm offering you our nice bread and tuna that I bought.
Excuse me? You bought all of that stuff out of my wages. It's the money I earned that'll be paying for your fancy restaurant dinner. I don't understand why I'm the only one who has to be left out of having nice things.
You don't have nice things because you're not pretty enough to deserve them.
That's not a good reason. You can't discriminate against one of your children because they don't live up to your perfect standards of beauty.
Anyway, I work as well. I'm also contributing to this household.
You contribute about $1,000 a month. That's hardly enough to cover your expenses. You spend more than that on new clothes and shoes.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying your food, phone bills, all of the makeup Elizabeth buys is all paid for out of my wages.
I brought you up and paid for everything for you until you started working. You've only just started paying me back. Think of it that way. I've had enough of you talking like I'm taking advantage of you or something.
You told me on my middle school graduation day that I didn't deserve to go to high school and I should just quit school and get a job because you're not paying to feed my ugly face anymore. Remember? All of my friends went to high school, but I started working that summer.
Oh, stop whining. You never had any friends. And even if you did, I'm sure they didn't miss you. But that's not important. I checked your payslip from last month and you didn't get paid as much as usual. Where's the rest of the money? Have you been slacking off?
I did explain this already. Last month I didn't need to stay late as much, and we even finished a couple of projects early, so I worked fewer hours.
Why don't you work slower? Then you'll have to stay late and you'll earn more.
That's basically payroll fraud, Mom. I can't do that. But we're probably going to be busier this month. There are a couple of bigger projects coming up.
If you don't earn enough, we won't be able to afford some important things. Elizabeth needs a new concealer and sunscreen this month. There's a new one coming out she has her eye on. And she started tennis last month, so the lesson fees are due soon.
She's 28 years old. I can't believe you're asking me to pay for her makeup. And she's going to learn to play tennis now?
I'm sure it won't be for long, but there's a new guy she met who plays tennis, and she said she could too, so if he asks her out for a date, it might be a tennis date. She'll have to learn how to play quickly. But after they've been dating a while, he'll probably forget about it, so she can just quit after.
We can't afford tennis lessons, even if it's just a short time. What are you thinking?
Oh, shut up, fish face.
I told you not to call me that, Mother.
But your eyes are all bulging like a fish. It's a cute name. Anyway, you'll just have to work harder. We need to pay for these tennis lessons. Once she's married to a wealthy guy, we won't have to worry about money anymore. You're not working tomorrow, are you? Isn't it your day off?
Yeah, actually, I have plans with my work friends to go to a concert tomorrow.
You can't.
Oh, not this again. Why not, Mom?
Because it's too expensive. We need to save money for your sister. If you have the money for concert tickets, you should be giving it to us.
I've already got the tickets, so I'm going.
Actually, my friend is looking for someone to mow her lawn tomorrow. You can go and do that and earn a little more money. That's so unfair, Mom. How come Elizabeth gets tennis lessons that I'm paying for, but I can't even go to one measly concert? You're a horrible mother. How can you treat me like this? You've never made my sister get a job, but I have to work straight out of junior high school. I'm not even allowed one day off. That's basically the reason for your existence, Rebecca. You were born to look after your sister and me. How can you say that? Just going to some stupid concert with a girl from work isn't going to do anyone any good. You'll just be sad losers together. You might as well stay at home. I'm not going with a girl. I'm going with a guy. Don't you remember the guy who brought me home after the work Christmas party? He said he didn't want me to get in the Uber by myself because I'd had a couple of beers. I told you this, but I guess you don't listen to anything I say. That rich guy, Ben. He was kind of hot. Yeah, I remember him. Mom, you can't talk about people like that. I'm pretty sure the only reason he brought you back here was so he could see if Elizabeth was home. I've seen him in town. I think he works for one of your investors, doesn't he? Why is he going to a concert with you? It's actually his friend's band. I had the flyer on my desk and he saw it and he was just surprised I knew the band. And we got to talking about it and he said we should go together, so we are. Do you think he's single? He said he isn't seeing anyone right now. This is a great chance! Well, I don't know. He probably doesn't think about me that way. I'm not talking about you. Who would be interested in your snout face? Mom! Fine. You go to the concert tomorrow, and then bring that boy back here afterwards. Why? Do you want to meet him? Just bring him back here. If you want to go to that concert, that's my condition. Fine. Whatever you say, Mom. It took me a while to realize it, but my mother is a toxic parent. She lies, manipulates, and treats me like complete garbage. My name is Rebecca. I'm 30 years old and I live with my mother and my sister, Elizabeth. As you might have noticed from our messages, my mom forced me out of school when I was 16 and made me work to support her and my younger sister. My father died when I was young. He loved me, but my mother has always preferred Elizabeth. She always told me I was ugly and worthless. As a child, she would buy the cheapest clothes for me and then make me wear them over and over without washing them until they were covered in stains and holes. On the other hand, my sister always had the most beautiful things. My mom bought her everything that was fashionable or cute, and her hair was always washed and braided. For that, and maybe other reasons, any money we inherited when my father died was all used up by the time I was in middle school. Because my mom always told me that I had to repay her for giving birth to me, I think I was brainwashed into thinking I owed her. That's why I continued to live with her and put all my earnings towards our household. But eventually, something happened that had to put an end to the situation. For better or worse. You don't need to come back here anymore. What? I just went to the supermarket. I'm about to get in the car. I'll be home in about 15 minutes or so. That's not what I mean. You're not welcome here anymore. Don't come back here. You don't live here. Do you understand me yet? What are you talking about? You can't just suddenly throw me out like that. I was letting you live here because you were helping to pay the bills, but I don't need you around anymore, so we're done. You always find the most offensive ways to say things, don't you, Mom? Did you win the lottery or something? Well, it's just that my beautiful, darling Elizabeth is getting engaged to a wealthy young man, and we don't need you around anymore. Why do you always choose Elizabeth over me? We're both your daughters. You should be treating us equally. What do you mean she's getting engaged? Is she engaged?
Is she getting married? I don't understand. She doesn't have a boyfriend, so I don't see how she could suddenly be getting married.
That guy Ben that I told you to bring round the other day. I got his number for Elizabeth.
How did you manage that? I was only out of the room for a couple of seconds.
Then I asked him if he thought my daughter might make a good wife.
You said what? To a guy I'm supposed to be working with? I don't think I'll ever be able to look him in the eye again.
He said she was very beautiful and he thought he would be very happy if she was his wife. I couldn't believe it.
He said that?
He must be one of your romantic types. I can't believe he agreed without even meeting her. But no man could withstand a beautiful girl like Elizabeth.
That can't be true. You must have misheard him, Mom. He's not such a rash person, and I don't think he would decide something like that without thinking about it first.
He even said he had been thinking about confessing his feelings for her for a while. I think he must have fallen in love with Elizabeth that time he brought you home. It must be love at first sight. It's perfect.
Are you really sure, Mom? This is terrible. What am I going to do?
Wait. Don't tell me you liked him.
What? No. I was just thinking it would be terrible to meet him at work after this.
You're such an idiot. You need to get your head out of the clouds. No one is ever going to look at you when Elizabeth is around. I'm telling you this for your own sake. You should forget about getting married, Rebecca. It's not going to happen for you. It would be like Handsome Guy and the Beast if you two were together.
How can you say that to your daughter? It's pretty obvious you're the Beast here.
You're not my daughter anymore. I'm disowning you. It's embarrassing for us to have you around, because you never even finished high school.
Are you for real? It's your fault I never finished high school. You can't just disown me after I wasted half of my life working so you didn't have to.
Yes, of course I'm for real. This isn't your house anymore. After you've been to pick up your things, I don't want to see you again. And if you come over here and use your key without my permission, I'll chase you away with Elizabeth's new tennis racket.
So to you, I was always just the person who pays the bills.
That's right. You were always just like a lodger I had to live with until I could get rid of you. Now we have Ben. He'll pay for us, and we don't need you anymore. So bye. Hope I don't see you around.
Whatever I say, you're not going to listen to me, are you? Fine, I'll leave. I don't want to live with you anymore anyway. Hey, Becca! I heard Mom threw you out. Thanks for everything.
Do you need something?
I'm kind of busy right now. Oh, come on. It's Saturday. I know you're not working. I need someone to talk about my love life with.
Don't you have friends? Your mom basically disowned me and told me I wasn't part of your family anymore. There's no way I have to listen to you talk about your love life. And now I'm not responsible for buying your makeup. I really don't have the energy to hear about your routine or whatever.
That's fine, obviously. I'm going to get Ben to buy me everything I need from now on anyway.
You really think so?
Sure. I'm sure he won't mind. And he'll definitely want me to be always looking my best.
You're the worst. You're already 28 years old. How can you live your life expecting people to just buy things for you whenever you need them?
It's cute, isn't it? I'm like a helpless princess in a tower. You're the ogre. Maybe that's why Ben liked me from the moment he saw me.
I really don't think that's it.
That's probably it. He must have seen me standing next to you and thought I looked like a princess. Mom told me he's head over heels in love with me. He basically confessed it that night he was over here. I'm on my way to meet him today. It's our first date.
Oh, your first date. How nice.
Mom said she's been dealing with it all for me. She texted him to say if he wants to propose, she'll help. So she booked a really nice restaurant.
Oh, great. Have a lovely time.
It's so nice. Now we've got rid of the ugly sister. A handsome Prince Charming will be part of the family instead. And we don't need to worry about money anymore. It kind of sucks to rely on your measly salary.
This is actually hilarious. I'm so happy you're finally going to learn your lesson.
What do you mean?
Ben is definitely not going to be at that restaurant for your first date.
Why not? What do you know about it?
It didn't register as such a big deal when she said it. But Mom never thought of me as her daughter, did she?
What are you talking about? I don't get it.
When he came over, she asked Ben, "Don't you think my daughter would make a really great wife?" And he totally thought she was talking about me because he had completely forgotten you existed.
What?
He told me he likes me. We're dating.
Who did? Ben did?
Yeah, Ben.
Don't be ridiculous. There's no way a good-looking guy like Ben would be interested in your fishy face.
Can you please stop with that horrible nickname? I told Mom I don't like it.
But it suits you. Your eyes are so far apart.
My boyfriend says I have nice eyes. He says they have kindness in them.
What? You're talking crazy. Is this some kind of weird fantasy you have about Ben?
It's not a fantasy. I always kind of liked him, but I thought he was off limits because he's one of my clients at work. So I was trying to keep things professional. But then when I thought Mom was going to try and steal him for you, I panicked, so I called him. But it turns out I didn't need to worry. It was all a misunderstanding. He was never thinking of proposing to you. It's me he likes. So we've both just been having secret feelings for each other for ages, but we haven't said anything. So I guess I should thank you and Mom for forcing us out of the friend zone.
No way. You can't be serious about this. I still think he must be imagining it.
He said he thought he was taking me out for dinner. That's why he agreed to go.
No, there's definitely been a mistake. He'll be at the restaurant. You'll see.
Why don't you go and wait at the restaurant and let me know what happens? Ben and I will wait here to find out if anyone comes to meet you.
What do you mean, Ben and I?
We're reading your messages together. I'm actually at his place. When Mom told me I wasn't allowed back home, I didn't have anywhere to stay. So he said I could sleep on his couch. Actually, he gave me the bed and he's sleeping on the couch because he's a gentleman.
You can't be serious. Are you trying to say you've stolen my fiancé?
Oh my God, he was never your fiancé in the first place. It was all a misunderstanding and he never actually agreed to meet you.
There's no need to rub it in my face like that. Anyway, I don't want to be involved with someone who's obviously stupid enough to want to choose an ugly loser like you over me.
Fine then. I hope you enjoy paying for your own makeup and clothes from now on.
Oh, right. Do I have to?
Most people do have to, yes.
But I can't. I've never had a job. I wouldn't know where to start.
You've spent all of your inheritance from Dad on nice things. You even went to college. It doesn't sound like you learned anything at all, did you?
I didn't have to learn anything because I thought you were going to be around to make money. Or I would just get married. My mom said I didn't need to get a job because we had you to do all of that nasty stuff for us.
Actually, if you think about it, you're probably a victim of this situation as well. Although you never did anything to help me.
What do you mean?
I'm just thinking. Our mom is so toxic. She brought you up to believe these completely awful things, and she never taught you to look after yourself. If I think about it that way, I kind of feel sorry for you. She's left you with absolutely no life skills.
There's no need for you to feel sorry for me. Stop talking as if you're so much better than me. I'm just happy I wasn't born with your ugly fish face. That's enough for me.
All right. I guess whatever toxic environment you were brought up in, if you've got a horrible personality, it'll always show.
If you can't recognize the unfairness of our situation growing up, there must be something wrong with you anyway.
There isn't anything wrong with me. How can you say that?
Oh well, it's not like I have to care anymore anyway. We're no longer family, so let's just go our separate ways and agree not to bother each other, yeah? I'll get on with making myself a new family that actually cares about me. With Ben.
You know Mom will never allow that.
It's lucky that she's not my mom then, isn't it? I no longer have a mom to tell me what to do, so it's no big deal.
Shut up, Rebecca! I have no idea what to do. Who's going to pay our bills and stuff now?
How should I know? It's nothing to do with me.
Do you think I could get Mom to take on some more hours at her part-time job?
Seriously, there's no point in you talking to me about it.
But this is terrible! What am I going to do? Becca, you have to help me!
I definitely don't have to help you. Stop calling me Becca as though you're my friend. We both know you've never been my friend.
I'm sorry. I'll apologize for saying you were ugly and calling you fish face. Come home and help us out. Please.
No, thanks. I'm done with being your servant.
But I can't work. I really don't want to. I have an image to protect.
Why don't you try becoming an influencer? You post enough as it is. How many followers do you have now? Maybe you could make videos about how you can't afford food so you have to steal potatoes in Mom's designer purse. You could say you're a lifestyle influencer. Hey, how about you sell some of Mom's designer purses?
That's never going to work. You have the most stupid ideas.
I wasn't serious, Elizabeth. Anyway, see you around. Actually, I hope not. Bye.
Hey, wait! Rebecca! Don't block me. I'll find you.
I blocked her immediately. Until now, I thought that having people you were related to was the same thing as having a family. I was paying for all their nice things and doing the chores for them, and I thought that was perfectly normal. I realize now that it was very wrong. I don't think I'll ever have to hear from either of them again. At least, I hope not. I heard on the grapevine that my mom didn't choose to work any more hours at her part-time job. Instead, she somehow managed to convince Elizabeth to go out and get a job. I'm actually pleased for Elizabeth. I hope by having a job and finally getting to know other people who aren't spoiled little brats like herself, she might realize how sheltered she's been so far. But it just goes to show that however much my mom doted on her and loved her, she wasn't prepared to go out and work full-time to support her. I guess for my mom, there's no one more important than herself. When I first got a job after dropping out of school, I was really overwhelmed. And I was always anxious about what was going to happen to me, or how my life would turn out. But now I feel like I can finally just work and live my own life, and spend my money the way I want to. These days, I'm more confident at work and at home, and I was finally able to get engaged to the man I love. I'm so excited to get started on the next stage of my life. At first, after this whole thing, I got quite a few messages from my mom, sometimes from different numbers, telling me to come home. But she never once tried actually apologizing for treating me like trash for so many years. I'm not going to let her ruin my life anymore. Ben and I are getting married next spring, and I'm pretty sure that with him by my side, I can do anything. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. See you next time.